During my Golden Jubilee, Smileys from around the world volunteered their gifts, not only of wealth, but most notably of time and knowledge in support of our work. We established a time and knowledge framework, a structured process for engaging an immense pool of expertise involving tens of thousands of volunteers. Many of them traveled to the developing countries as part of this outpouring of service. Their impact has been enormous in helping us to achieve best practice standards in our institutions and programs.
The notion of sharing knowledge, the notion of giving of one's intellectual capacity for the improvement of quality of life of others has been a central ethic in Islam since the beginning.
I think that is a familial tradition, right from probably grandfather and father and all the brothers and even children and nieces and nephews. We are all involved in the seva, and this is our lifeblood.
Just the financial saving on recruiting a professor level intervention cardiologist is massive. I mean, I would not want to give a number, but it's massive savings. The whole attitude to train local staff and the whole approach towards mentoring the local folks, that is so much more valuable than the financial savings. That cannot be quantified.
For us, the TKN volunteer is not a replacement for somebody who's paid. They actually bring knowledge and expertise that we don't have and cannot get in the countries where we work. In food services, where we had a volunteer who still works with us as a TKN volunteer part-time, and from a distance monitors, supports, advises our people on the campuses, has helped save the university over $1 million a year, just in cost savings, in better buying, in better efficiencies, and also that's in addition to improved quality and improved nutritious value of the food.
We created healthy food and meals and eliminated use of sodium, sugar levels, and fat content in meals throughout the campus.
The monies that we saved from efficiency and purchasing better and in utilizing ingredients much better, that money can go to patient welfare. So it would help patients who would otherwise not be able to afford the care, but in this way we can now support more patients than we were able to do previously.
I felt that coconut water was better. Kenya had no recycling program, so we did not know where to put these plastic bottles. And the coconut water had nutritional benefits. It also helped with the local economy. I went to a street in Mombasa and got a coconut seller to come to the school with hundreds of coconuts. That improved his lot in life.
75% of the volunteers that we've used in the last 10 years have been TKN volunteers. What is striking about the statistics when we look at them is that on average a TKN assignment allows us to educate one child from a rural area that would have had no opportunity for such an education. Completely changes their lives and gives them the opportunity to then impact their families, their communities, and their societies.
Every time I make an announcement in my reception area that I'm going to be away from this date to that date, they come into my room and say, "Vacation again?" And I have to explain to them, and they say, yeah, now my patients know. They say, "We know you're going to go do volunteer work. It's okay, go ahead, good for you." There is a lot of pleasure in seeing a community get better. There's a lot of pleasure in seeing people having confidence in their own local doctors and utilizing them well. Health is a prerequisite for education economic. If you don't have health, you cannot pursue your education, you cannot pursue a good profession.
When opportunities came to formally serve somewhere and use my professional expertise, I did it because it gives a great deal of personal satisfaction It is not something you can go around bragging about. It is not something you can describe. Anybody who wants to come along here, your attitude should be, I'm here to serve, to give.
And we should actually be putting it in.
Come to the institutions with that sense of a gift to the Imam of your time and knowledge. Don't come with expectations, because there are enormous opportunities that are available to you, and chances are you will gain far more from it than you will have actually pledged, because it's an enormous gift that you will be presenting to the Imam, and the blessing of that the barakat of that is almost 1,000% or more.
From a personal perspective, I've grown so much as an individual. My appreciation for the world and people has changed drastically. I think I've become a very simple creature. I appreciate the little things now. And from a professional perspective, I feel like I have a 360-degree kind of knowledge base now. I understand that not everything comes as easily as sometimes it does in Canada, because there are hurdles that I wouldn't be aware of if I wasn't here.
TKNs have been very, very good, both in terms of rapidly producing the results, but also producing those results at the right quality. Gaps which otherwise would have cost us exorbitant sums of money, those gaps we've filled with the right kind of skills and motivation at a very affordable, or in our case, almost no cost. It's like a shot in the arm of energy to the organization.
Volunteers are our core and key element to the work that we do. What we have been able to get with volunteers, and with the TKN volunteers in particular, is an increase in capacity, increase in talent, increase in